Hey besties, it's Southern Squishes. If you're watching this right now, be sure to like and subscribe. Before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know we are a little bit over halfway to 5,000 subscribers, you guys. So if you are not subscribed, click that subscribe button. I see every single one of you who supports me. It does not go unnoticed, and I really appreciate all of you. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, that is my main platform that I post on. I post every day Squishmallow posts. There's some things on there that you will not see on here. It's at southern.squishes, so go over there and give me a follow. In today's video, I'm going to be rating different Pinterest Squishmallow displays. We're going to be taking a look at a lot of really impressive Squishmallow displays that I got off of Pinterest. I'm going to be talking about what I like about them and what I think makes them unique. I'm pretty sure most of these pictures are just users that got the photos off of Instagram or off of another social media platform and then just posted them on Pinterest for inspo, so I'm not sure who these photos belong to. If any of these belong to you, please let me know and I'll write your name in the comments. Let's get started. I'm going to be looking off of my trusty iPad at these incredible displays. So the first one we have, I swear I didn't just choose it for the cows. So basically most of the displays that you're gonna see today are either like just net displays or just clip displays, but this one has a little bit of everything. So first off, I really love the shelf that has like all the cows. I think these cows are organized so nicely, and I love that they have a lot of Hug Me's, and they're mainly on 3 separate tiers displaying the Hug Me's. I think that looks so good because like as you can see on my shelves, I have all the cows separated, but I think this person really likes the Hug Me's. So I think that actually looks really cute. Also, I really like that they have their cows on a white shelf. Now, besties, I used to have a black shelf, and I realized, this is just me personally, everything I'm saying is me personally, I did not like the way my Squishmallows looked aesthetically on black shelves. I think it really brightens up a room, especially when you have Squishmallows, if you have white shelves. So as far as the aesthetics, that just makes my rating go up way higher. I really like the white shelves. And then as far as the clips, I think the clips look so aesthetic on, okay, they have them on grids. I thought it was like clear shelves. No, I'm looking closer on my iPad. They have them on grids, which I also think grids for clips are so aesthetically pleasing. Then I noticed beside the shelf, they have a little where they store all of their Sanrio. They have like 2 Sanrio Squishmallows and then just a bunch of other little, I don't know if those are Squishmallows at the top or what those are, but I really like that, I don't know what this thing is called that they're holding these in, like a cart or something, but I really think that also looks very good. I've almost gotten one of those before, but I just don't know where to put it. But I think everything they have, the shelf, the clip display, and then the other little Sanrio trinket display beside the shelf, I think this just looks so good. I'm going to give this display an 8 out of 10. Good job, whoever's display this is. I really love it. You did really well with the colors, the aesthetic. 8 out of 10. My second rating, this picture I really like because it's a shelf and then a clip display. The first thing I'm going to talk about are the clips. I really love how they have their clips. It looks like they have them in rainbow order, which honestly I regret not doing with my clips, but it's a little bit too late now. It would take me so long to organize them all into rainbow order. Next, at the top of the shelf, I noticed they have a little basket of Hug Me's. I think that looks really cute. And of course, I love how all the Hug Me's are cows, and then it looks like there's one elephant Hug Me in there. So I also think that the cows look so aesthetic in those little white baskets. Then for their shelves, here's what I really love about their shelves. So the first 2 tiers, you have really small Squishmallows. Then the next shelf, you have like medium size, and then the bottom shelf, you have huge Squishmallows. So I like how they organize them by size. I don't know if it's just the lighting in this person's picture, because another thing I like when people post their Squishmallow displays is like good lighting. But this person, I like the Squishmallows they chose. Again, I don't know if it's just the lighting, but the squish they chose for their shelves are really good. I'm going to give this display another 8 out of 10. Besties, I love the shelves. I love how they have it organized. I love how the clip display is in rainbow order. Everything is just very organized and aesthetic. 8 out of 10. Good job, bestie. I really love this next display. Guys, look at this. So this is a beige and brown Squishmallow collection, and it looks like it's in this person's bedroom. It's not like their Squishmallow room or anything. I really like how on the top shelf they have like a tree, so it's giving like forest vibes. And then of course I love all the cows on the top shelf. Then in the middle, look at all those clips. So they have one of the chains for their clips, and just the clips. I love every single one. a lot of the brown clips right now I'm trying to get, the ones that I don't have, I told myself. So on Mercari, the next clips I'm getting are probably going to be like some of the beige and brown ones. I don't know why, I just really love the beige clips, and there's a good amount of them that I just don't have. And I mean, now looking at this picture, this is why, because they just look so good. Like, something in my brain when I see a brown/beige collector just sets off so much serotonin and happiness. I think this looks so aesthetically pleasing. Okay, this squish room, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Something about when I see beige and brown collections, it just sets my brain off. Like, I think it looks so aesthetically pleasing. I love it. 10 out of 10, bestie. This next one, insane. And in the best way possible. Insane in the best way possible. Look at all these clips, okay? The clips are hanging on black grids, and I wonder where they got these grids from, because I've looked on Amazon for grids before. And by the way, if you're wondering how I have my Squishmallow clips hung up, go on my Instagram and look at my highlights. I have one called My Clip Display. People always ask me how I hung up my clips, where I got the grid. Besties, I can explain it so much better on my Instagram. Go on my highlight called My Clip Display. It'll tell you everything you need to know. I got them at Home Depot, but I can't tell you any more than that. It's a lot to explain. But if you do that, you'll see how I do my clip grids, and they hold a lot of clips. But I've thought about doing the other grids in the past, like this person has, but they can be very expensive, especially for, I don't know if they have just multiple stacked up or if these are really big ones, but I know bigger grids can cost a lot of money. So I wonder how much they were. But also, I see that this person has them in rainbow order, which I love when people organize their clips in rainbow order. Again, I completely regret not doing that with my Squishmallow clips. I think it would have looked so much better. I'm giving this another 10 out of 10 because, like, that is so impressive and it looks so good. It's in rainbow order. Like, bestie, you have so many clips. Like, I'm going to have that many clips one day. I mean, I still have a lot of clips, but this is like a dream. This next one is another clip display, and I saw it just purely because of the aesthetics. This person has so many good clips too that right now are my ISOs, like that I'm looking at on Mercari. So that's another reason why I chose to show this display. Guys, if you can't already tell, I love clip displays. That's like one of my favorite things to talk about with Squishmallows are clips. I absolutely love clips. Fun fact, my two favorite size Squishmallows are 24 inches and clips. Now time for rating. So I know I gave the last one a 10 out of 10 and their grid was black, but for this one, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10 only because they don't have as many clips. Like the last one, I was just so mind blown. I didn't even care if the grids were black, but this one, I personally, this is just personal, my personal ratings. I like white grids better. I think they look so much more aesthetically pleasing. Again, I know I gave the last one a 10 out of 10, but I couldn't believe how many clips they had. It looked just insane. This one, I think it looks just as good, except I personally would go with white grids, but I do like how they have them in rainbow order. It still looks aesthetic, but I think the aesthetics would definitely go up if they had white grids. This one I just added because I thought it was really cute and I thought it might give you all some inspiration. You know, somebody out there might really like this and I thought somebody could maybe copy it. I don't know if this is somebody's whole Squishmallow collection or what, but I do really like how it's a little cloud floating shelf and then they have the clips at the bottom. Also, the clips are in rainbow order. Love how you guys are doing that. I also think the vines wrapped around the top is very cute. It goes very well. I also love the Squishmallows that they have chosen to sit in the shelf part. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 because it's nothing too much, but it's still super cute and it's very creative. This next one, I actually found two photos of the same display. Again, I don't think that it's the person who owns the display actually posting it. But the second photo had the full clip display like finished. The one that I'm showing you guys, the display is not finished. So I think this is an older photo, but I chose this one because I really like the yellow Squishmallow box display in the photo. Notice how the Squishmallows in the Squishmallows display box are color coded in rainbow order. And then the Squishmallow clips are also in rainbow order. Again, I would have went with a white grid, and for that reason, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10, but I really, really love that yellow Squishmallows display box. I love how you have everything in rainbow order. I think this room looks really, really good. Now, personally, for this next one, I don't collect Squishville, but I wanted to add it because I know a lot of you do collect Squishville. I have like a couple Squishville like that I've been gifted or when I first started collecting that I got. But now I do not collect Squishville, but I added it for you guys. Hopefully this can give you some inspiration. If I did collect Squishville, I would absolutely love this display. I love how they have them in rainbow order, and this is a really cute way to display them. I think these are picture frames. I'm not really sure, but I think if I collected Squishville, I would put them in picture frames just like this and then hang them up on my wall. How cute would that be? Gosh, now I'm starting to get ideas in my head like that I should start collecting Squishville and do that, because seriously, like I have so much room on a couple of my walls and I could just do them all like my clips, put them in rainbow order on shelves and just like go down my walls with them. But that's very expensive, and that's why I don't collect Squishville, because for how small they are, they're just so expensive. But because I love how this person displayed them so much, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I mean, this is so creative. I would have never thought to display them like this. And if I did have Squishville, this is exactly how I would display them. This next one I wanted to add for you guys. I don't have nets personally, but two reasons I added this one, because one, I like the beige slash brown slash neutral display. That's the word gosh, I couldn't think of it when I was showing the other neutral display. Neutral colors, besties, neutral colors. Okay, so I love neutral displays. Then I also added it because I know a lot of besties out there have the Squishmallow net, so I wanted to add a few pictures of nets, and I also saw a lot of really good net displays on Pinterest, so I just wanted to add them. What I'm seeing on Pinterest is a lot of the people who have the neutral displays have like vines, like the other person, like with the shelves and the net that had the neutral display that I showed. They also had vines, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just went back and looked at the photo. They did have vines going down the sides of the shelf. And then this person has vines on their net. And I think that actually, like personally, I don't love vines on anything, but I do think it does go well with the neutral Squishmallow displays. It gives it an outdoorsy feel. I'm giving this display a 7 out of 10. I really love the Squishmallows they chose. I don't like the string lights in the back, but I mean, it's kind of cute at first glance, and then you keep looking at it and it's just like, eh. But I do think this is a really pretty display. Okay, besties, so we have another neutral display. It's another net display, but the thing that I love about this display is look at the bottom of the net. They have the neutral clips. I think that looks gorgeous. Just like the first display that I showed, that person also had the neutral clips. I think this one looks really good hanging off of the net. And this person also has vines. Guys, I'm telling you, the people with the neutral displays, they always have vines. But I do think the vines look good with neutral displays. I also really like how this person fit a lot more in their net than the last neutral net display person. I think the net looks really good filled up with neutral Squishmallows. Usually when I see people with squish nets, like when they're all just bunched up like that, I don't love that. That's also why I don't have a net. I just don't trust the nets, like if they all fall, I don't know. But I do think that themed nets, which I'm gonna show another one and you'll see why, I think themed ones look good. I really like this one, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. This one I thought was so incredibly creative. It's a Halloween net. See, that's what I meant by themed nets. Like, I would never go for a net. That's just my personal preference. But I really do think like the neutral nets and this Halloween net, I think they look so good. Besties, now that I'm thinking about it, like I'm really backtracking. I sat for a second and I'm like, now I kind of want a net to maybe like put some cows in, because I have a lot of cows on my floor, so I kind of want to do a themed net now and put some cows in it. Like, I know I'm sitting here saying I would never have a net, but these theme nets are kind of really growing on me. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 because I think they did a great job with the Halloween theme, but I think the vines don't look the best with this theme. I think it looks great with the neutral themes. I think it was made for the neutral themes, but I just think that this picture would look a lot better without the vines. Last but not least, besties, it is another net display. Looking at all the cows in the nets in this picture is just really growing on me. And the reason that I chose this display is because how vibrant and colorful all the Squishmallows in these nets are. And now, so the middle and the bottom net, not the top, but the middle and the bottom, that's really growing on me, besties. I was actually gifted a net from Baked by Melissa when they sent me their Squishmallow cupcakes. They also sent me a Squishmallow net, so I do have a net. Kind of looking around now, and there's really nowhere to put in it. I don't know, back to the rating. So what I love about this net display is that the middle and bottom shelf are just full of cows. The top one is themed though. So I see that they have mushrooms. I see that they have a bunch of frogs, axolotls. So even though they're not full of my favorite, I do really like that the top net is still themed. I think that looks very good. Not to mention the vibrancy in this photo. And then another thing I like is that they have clips hanging off the top and the middle net. I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10 for creativity because I've never seen stacked nets like that. And plus they're so vibrant, they were able to, if somebody would have told me about stacked nets, I wouldn't think that looks very good. But actually, I think this looks really good. I think this display is super creative, it's super colorful, and it looks great. They pulled it off so well. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about all those displays that I just showed. I really hope that this video gave you some good Squishmallow display inspo. That is all that I have for you today, Bessies, but be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!